Good morning. This is Authorized United States Magistrate Stanley Seaford on arrest warrant 18C2. A concurrence of 12C69 as well as human trafficking carried on by Rosetta Lynn L. Shy, who's carrying on for her mother Mary Reineman Drake and Evelyn Jacob Stotson, my grandmother. Now, I did send Chief Howell certified to where she's got a sign. Copy of the handiwork by the flunking brainless idiots, Federal Bureau of Investigations, for human trafficker Rosetta L. Shy. I don't like talking about it, and the fact of the matter is, my counselor says that it will help. I was trafficked as a child by my mother, who got a 14 karat gold caliber lighter that Cal Stevens stole, as well as my sterling silver cigarette case with deer etched on it that was just monetary items. Not to mention my sterling silver chain and cross that Cal stole. It was a 10 millimeter chain. Now, the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department and the West Virginia State Police, as well as the National Security Agency, they believe in helping human traffickers. My goal is to take and save one child from being trafficked if I can. On another note, I do smoke weed, so yes, and I was authorized under 18 U.S.C. Section 921 U.S. Code 416. Again, I do smoke weed, so on the 3rd, I decided to go get a bag of weed. Well, the one dude didn't show, so I had to deal with another guy. Well, during this time frame, this gentleman, Alfonso Patterson, he's going off about this and that, how that bitch called the cops on me again, the police are going to be here and this and that. Talking about a girl that lives at 142 Broadway with Brad Sellers, a registered sex offender. And I did speak with her on a couple occasions, and Brad. And basically, she indicated that, well, she's a trickster or prostitute for Brad Sellers. Her initial response when she met me, my man, Brad, went from being her man to being her roommate. And then she said, well, Joey's supposed to be by later. Usual price? Yeah. So the detect from that reference usual price was for a trick. And in the context where she's accusing Alfonso Patterson of raping her, Alfonso saying, no, I just didn't pay the bitch. So, here's the situation. The Hagerstown police don't want to arrest him for raping her because technically all he did was not pay for a trick. When on another technicality, they could charge him for solicitation for sex as well as her. Alfonso pointed out another thing. Like that guy I stabbed in the face. I told him to tell it to the judge. The flunking brainless idiots has the Hagerstown police turn a blind eye to these crimes while they're trying to get me out of the way. You can take him out later. We need to get him out of the way, is what the FBI is thinking, because even though they're an accessory to human trafficking, they got to do anything they can to try and silence me. On another note, my fiance Carolyn Rickard, well, that's why I was authorized originally. See, Rosetta L. Shy got the ingenious idea to threaten to kill her and burn the home down with her in it. And even the deputy marshal for Chief Hal, she should have never done that. You're right, sir, she shouldn't have. Furthermore, y'all need to be issuing my salary. Because, well, under federal criminal rule, my salary was supposed to be issued from March the 6th of 2018 to now. Now, Espen is working on getting restitution from East Coast management who doesn't manage their buildings. If they did, they would make non-tenants get on the lease at minimum or remove them from the property as they are required by law, which jeopardizes safety of tenants who do pay rent. We pay $700 a month, and it says the rent's $575, so you figure out the difference. Which I sent that to MCCR as well as I should bring it to the Federal Trade Commission. We have a storage unit that I have noted has leaks to where we've had to give up a lot of stuff. Has East Coast Realty done anything to repair the storage unit? Absolutely not. So these are all factors. And, the fact is, here's Alfonso also saying, well, his trick or his prostitute's getting out of Washington County Detention Center and will be moving back in soon. Again, another non-tenant, as his son is a non-tenant, living in 1EF. Just as well as the non-tenants living in 3WF. I spoke with the banker, and he's like, really? He's like, yeah, I know Maryland law says non-tenants are to be removed. Not when they think they're working for the flunking brainless idiots in the National Security Agency. However, they won't let me catch them because they know if I catch them, I can't place them under arrest. Who knows, maybe I'll get some money for my grandchildren for Christmas. Well, that's all for this breaking news. I just wanted to let y'all know what's been going on in the events. No, I'm not going to record me trying to get a bag of weed. And then end up having to pay more than it was worth. But I will let you know what was said during which. Alfonso Patterson actually admitted to me to stabbing a man in the face. And how he ripped off a prostitute by not pay, because he don't have any money. He's waiting on his prostitute to get out of jail so he can start making money again. And East Coast Realty, of course, will let them stay. What the hell? They don't manage their buildings. So if you're a renter wanting to move to Hagerstown, you do not want to rent from East Coast Realty. They do not manage or maintain their properties whatsoever. That's all for this breaking news on divorce for grandchildren. And Al Bundy, you ain't got shit on this old man.